everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm continuing my series on perfumers and their best creations, and today we're going to be covering Quentin Bisch, who technically isn't a master perfumer, which is a title awarded by International Flavors and Fragrances body, but he has created a lot of great perfumers and I won't be surprised if he gets that master perfumer award in the future, so I'm including him in this. I do have a whole series of videos on other perfumers and their best creations, so I'll leave them linked below, along with the links to where you can get all the perfumes I talk about in this video. And if you're a regular viewer, do make sure that you are subscribed and give the video a thumbs up, that really helps me. And of course you can check out my perfumes, Empress Aphrodite and my super concentrated soy wax candles, all on my website, SokiLondon.com. Cool, so Quentin Bisch is employed by Givaudan and he trained at the Givaudan school. I think he's always worked for them. Givaudan is one of the main companies that employs perfumers and is hired by companies that are making perfumes to then create the scent, the chemistry, the formula for their perfume. And he's created over nearly 150 different perfumes, either by himself or as part of the team. And in my view, he's definitely created a lot of really powerful, bold fragrances. So first up, a brand that he's created a lot of scents for is Karolina Herrera. So he's worked on all of their good girl fragrances. This of course is the best-selling perfume that comes in a bottle shaped like a high-heeled stiletto. Really stands out. The original Good Girl is like a white floral vanilla, really strong, quite sexy, quite evening, really projects. And then he's done Very Good Girl, which is like rose and lychee, the Good Girl blush that came out I think last year, which is softer, vanilla-y, Very Good Girl Glam. And he's also created a lot of the bad boy fragrances, which are like the male equivalent of the Karolina Herrera Good Girl perfumes that come in this really cool lightning bolt shaped bottle. And again, they're really powerful, really fragrances that you can really smell on people. I do have videos on all the different Karolina Herrera Good Girl perfumes, so do check them out. Just search for them, Soki London Good Girl, and they'll come up if you want to know more about them. And then for Chloe, he created Chloe Nomad, which is again another strong perfume. This one is very different though. This is an oak moss perfume, so literally think about the mossy green woody notes of a forest. He also created the Eau de Toilette and the Absolute versions, and I know Nomad is really popular. There are a lot of oak moss perfumes out these days. They tend to be something that was used a lot in fragrances in the past, and I think Nomad is a really good example of a really modern oak moss fragrance. For Jean Paul Gaultier, he created their La Belle perfume, which is a vanilla perfume with some pear in there. I know La Belle is pretty popular, unusual, and I think a more modern scent than the Jean Paul Gaultier Classique from the 90s, which was again a very vanilla fragrance but more powdery. And then he's worked on a lot of the different flankers and La Belle Fleur Terrible and the new Paradise Garden version of La Belle that I haven't smelled yet. Let me know if you want me to get it and do a video on that. He also created their Gaultier Divine that came out last year in the gold bottle, and this is quite a florally perfume, quite different to a lot of the other Gaultier perfumes, which are very vanilla-y. This is more daytime. For Kenzo, he created Kenzo Hom, which is a really nice male leathery perfume with some fresh aquatic notes in, and pretty good for lasting. I know this is quite a popular one, something a little bit different, but definitely want to recommend for men. And he's also worked on the Maison Crivelli, some of their fragrances, including their bestseller Hibiscus Mahajad, which is a really strong hibiscus fragrance. Usually hibiscus is very light, it's a tropical flower, but Hibiscus Mahajad has some deeper ambery notes in, I think some patchouli as well. So it really projects and lasts. And I've actually met the owner of Maison Crivelli and he confirmed that it is their bestseller and really what sort of launched the brand into the really popular market. He's worked on their patchouli one, their tuberose one, their amber chromatique, which is ambery. So again, all really strong fragrances. He created the Monclair Parfum fragrance, the one that has LED lighting on it. Such an unusual bottle. This is a vanilla, powdery vanilla, quite soft fragrance, not quite as bold as some of the others he's made. And then for Mugler, he created Angel Nova, the pink Star perfume, which I always find is very similar to Karolina Herrera Very Good Girl. They both have a rose and a lychee as their main notes. So it's like a fruity, slightly sour rose. Very similar, so it's not surprising they're created by the same person. He also created Angel Iced Star, which is discontinued. It was a limited edition and it was like a pineapple coconut, really good coconut. The fresh coconut in there was a little bit of an inspiration behind my Aphrodite coconut perfume. And he also created Angel Muse, which is a hazelnut perfume, deep chocolatey. I wouldn't be surprised if Angel Muse gets discontinued. I know the Eau de Toilette is discontinued, so if you are a fan of that, I think Muse will go. For Paco Rabanne, he created their 1 million perfume for men. This one was so popular about 10 years ago. It's again a really bold fragrance, really strong, sweet vanilla fragrance for men. Slightly powdery, really stands out when someone's wearing it. You can really smell it on them. And this was like a bestseller for a few years. I remember I was working in a perfume shop when this was huge and everyone wanted the gift sets for Christmas and loads of people were buying it, and it comes this very unique like gold bar shaped bottle. Then for Parfum de Marly, he created Delina, which I think is their best-selling fragrance. Again, this is rose and lychee. So 3 very similar rose lychee perfumes with Angel Nova, Very Good Girl, and Delina. Delina's definitely the heaviest. It's a super strong perfume. I find it a little bit powdery. I find it a little bit overpowering as well. Like it's such an intense perfume. They have a slightly softer version, the La Rosé one, which he also created, and the exclusive one that he created. But definitely he's someone that's really brought lychee into popular mainstream fragrances. So for me, that's definitely his legacy. At the moment, Quentin Bisch, definitely someone that's introduced lychee into a lot of best-selling perfumes with rose. And rose can be a difficult note because it's obviously so associated with perfume and sometimes old-fashioned perfumes. Like sometimes people might think of like old like rose water that like their grandma might wear, but I think adding these new notes to rose like lychee really modernizes them, makes them different. So let me know guys, which one is your favorite creation from Quentin Bisch? Which one do you like? Of course they'll all be linked in the description box below, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and do you think he will be made a master perfumer? But that's it guys, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.